Hey music lovers, ever stop to think about where your favorite beats and styles come from? When you walk through New York streets, scroll through your playlist, or flip through a fashion magazine, you're witnessing a powerful legacy. Rooted in struggle, rhythm, resistance, and pride. The way people dress, the beats we vibe to, the words that echo across generations, all of it is infused with African American culture. This isn't just about catchy songs or stylish clothes, it's about history. A people who turned pain into poetry and rhythm into revolution. From the cotton fields of the South to the stages of the world's biggest arenas, African Americans have reshaped global culture through music, fashion, and a fearless sense of self-expression. Let's rewind a bit. Long before the world knew hip-hop, R&B, or streetwear, there were traditions, rhythms, and patterns deeply embedded in African communities. When enslaved Africans were brought to the Americas, they didn't just come with physical strength, they carried culture. Drumming patterns, call-and-response songs, vibrant textiles, head wraps, and symbolic jewelry. These traditions were not just art, they were communication, identity, and resistance. Despite being stripped of language and names, African Americans found ways to hold on to those ancestral echoes. Work songs in the fields, spirituals in church, and coded messages and melodies kept culture alive. It was survival, and it planted the seeds for what would become some of the most influential music and fashion movements in the world. When African Americans began to settle into new lives post-slavery, the pain didn't stop, but they still found ways to turn sorrow into sound. The blues came out of the Deep South, raw, stripped-down emotion wrapped in guitar strings and growling vocals. It wasn't about perfection, it was about truth. Artists like Bessie Smith and Muddy Waters didn't just sing, they testified. Then came jazz, born in New Orleans, giving musicians room to improvise, to break rules and to speak in their own voice. Legends like Louis Armstrong and Duke Ellington weren't just making music, they were reshaping American identity. Suddenly, black music wasn't just for black people, it was influencing everyone. Jazz clubs in Harlem became cultural hubs, and although racism still kept black musicians on the margins, their art kept breaking through. Fast forward to the 1970s, hip-hop exploded onto the scene. Born in the Bronx, it started with block parties, DJs spinning breakbeats, MCs hyping the crowd, and graffiti artists tagging walls. It was loud, it was raw, it was unfiltered truth. Rappers like Grandmaster Flash and Public Enemy didn't just rhyme, they educated, and the world listened. Today, hip-hop is a billion-dollar industry, yet it still carries that original edge. Fashion for African Americans has always been more than appearance, it's been armor. From Sunday best to zoot suits to shikis, gold chains, and Jordans, every piece tells a story. In the 80s and 90s, streetwear became the uniform of the culture. Brands like FUBU, for us, by us, stood for ownership and pride. Black artists turned into style icons. Kanye West turned sneakers into status symbols. Rihanna blurred the lines between music and runway. But here's where the conversation gets deeper. African American influence is everywhere, but not always credited. When white artists copy the style, sound, or slang of black creators without acknowledgement, it becomes exploitation. Appreciation is beautiful, but appropriation, taking without understanding or respect, diminishes the culture. Respect means giving credit, supporting black-owned brands, and honoring the roots of the music. Today, African American influence isn't just American, it's global. Hip-hop is everywhere. R&B shapes pop. Black fashion trends show up on runways in Paris, Tokyo, and Johannesburg. From Afrobeats collaborations to sneaker drops that break the internet, you can feel the impact worldwide. African American culture didn't just influence music and fashion, it reshaped them. This isn't a side story, it is the story of modern culture, and it's not done. It's still unfolding, still inspiring. So the next time you turn up your favorite track or admire a trend, pause for a second. Think about where it came from. And honor the journey of the people who turned struggle into style, and rhythm into revolution.